Hello folks, this is video number 19 in the playlist devoted to 3D Experience CATIA generative shape design application. I'm going to go back to the wireframe and concentrate on the line creation. And when you're in generative shape design and you select the wireframe tab, you'll see that one of the things that you can do here is to create an icon, create a line, and this is the icon for creating a line. Now, uh, once the line is selected, then you get a menu like that needs to be filled out. There's quite a few things here that we're going to have to do. And there's a pull down menu too. And the one that we're concentrating right now is point. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this example without any particular dimensions in mind. So I'm going to go to the generative shape design. That means a part file is going to be created right there. And first thing I will do is to create two planes. You might say, why do you need these two planes? It's okay, you'll see it in a minute. First of all, the plane, go to the wireframe, offset from this plane, and let me make it, I don't know, maybe 100, 200, make it 200, right there. And then I will also make one on the other side. So let me make another plane, offset from this in the other direction, for example, minus also 200. You'll see why. Now let me create 2 points here because we're dealing with line with point to point. So point 1, for example, let's make x of 100 and y of 50 and z of also 50. So notice a point has been created here, right there. Okay, let me do another one, another point. So for example, x of, let me see, what is this? X of 0, y of minus 100, and I'll make z of 0. So I've created 2 points here. You see that? And let me also create, now we go and create a line. So look what I did. 2 points, and these 2 planes that is not quite obvious to you why I'm doing it. So line, and the method of creation is point to point. So point 1, I'll select this. Point 2, I select that, and it's created. You can see this. Not a big deal. Now let's go back to this line. Notice that I didn't do anything about support. We'll come to that later on. Now here, line type, this is a finite line between the two endpoints. This is the other type. Notice that it extends this thing to infinity, and this one is extended to infinity in the other direction. And if you select this, it extends it to infinity in both directions. Okay, so let me go back here. Good. Now there's also an offset here. Now look at what happens. When I give it an offset, notice that, well, first of all, let's select, it says the up to element default none. Okay. If I select this plane, it extends that line to that plane. Here for point 2, again, up to plane, up to element, it says default none. But if I select for that, this plane, it extends it to that. Notice that when you extend it to these, up to these elements, it could be surfaces, it could be solids, flat faces of a solid can be a surface, as I said. Then obviously you can't specify the offset anymore. So let me get this thing back. Let me get rid of that. Clear selection and clear selection here. Clear selection. Now let's give it an offset. Point 1, give it an offset. Now notice that it extends that line. It is extending that line by the amount that I want. For example, if I say 70, it extends this side by the amount 70. And if I give this offset here, it extends the other one by whatever I want. So right now I'll leave it like this, for example, 44, which means 44 in this direction. Now, there is an option here which says mirror extend. If I select this mirror extend, then one of these, point 1 is going to be taken into account, but the other one will not. So let me select it. Notice that here what happened is that I cannot change the offset of point 1, but for point 2, whatever I do, for example, if I make this thing 70, just hypothetically 70, both are going to get extended by the amount 70. Actually, you can see that as I change this, both get extended. For example, if I make this thing, let's hypothetically say 200, preview, they both get extended by 200. All right, so let me clear this thing, cancel that, go back here. All right. Now, here, notice that here, I didn't talk about this support. So let me do a problem with this support is coming into the picture. You say cancel. Let me clear all the stuff. All this stuff. Okay. So you're back to square one. Let me look at this thing from isometric view. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to create a surface by going to that plane, sketch on it. For example, spline. Exit. Extrude it. Extrude it maybe 100 in each direction. There we are. Okay, that I can hide. This curve I can hide. Now, let me create 2 points. For example, we go back here, surface. Now I'm going to create 2 points on it. But I'm going to do it based on a surface, point on a surface. So I select some point, put the cursor somewhere there. It creates that point. This is on the surface. You can see that. Say okay, and do another one. Again on the surface. So for example, this point, and then say okay. Okay, so I've created 2 points which are on that surface. Now when I go to line, I can do point to point as before. I can select this point to that point. What happens is draws a straight line between the two. All the stuff that we did a few minutes ago are going to be valid. But if I select as for the support, see that? If for that support, I select the surface, what it does, it creates a line which is called the geodesic line from one point to the other point on the surface, which has the minimum distance. This is called the geodesic line, and this is why the surface, this support, becomes into the picture. Now, we can do again the concept of offset and how these things work. For example, if you do offset here for point 1, notice what's happening. It's going, this point is going up, 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 up. And if I do the other one, the other point is going to go to the left. You can see that. Okay. This is fine. And you can also have up to elements if there are elements, but these you have a fairly good idea of what they are for. But these things don't work anymore. These things don't work because we talk about a line being going to infinity in one direction, etc. So those things don't work. Let's put it back in this. All right, this yeah, that's pretty much it. We say okay. Oh, that mirror extend also, I believe it works too. So let me see now. If you do mirror extend, one of them get dim, but the other one, you can see this moving right there, and you say preview. Hopefully the other one did not get off the graph. Hang in there. Let me see. Let me make this thing um, 40 review. Yeah, okay. So this is 40, the other one is 42, also 40. Yeah, that's pretty much it.